Alrighty, you can see in here what I'm doing. We're going to set up to do this other landing gear. What I need to do is I got to have that maple block. Who knows where it's at? All this shit on the bench here. Need the maple block. I've added a tip here too. I need to go ahead and start on those. We may not get this done. I just haven't been really excited about doing it because I really don't have any place to keep it. I need that. Shit, what happened to there? Nope. Where's the maple mount? I have to get the 1/2 inch too out, I guess. Well, did you guys have a good day today? I've been getting stuff ready for what's coming. Not going to be good. Oh, shoot. I cannot find the maple motor mount. Oh, there it is. There it is. So it appears we need about let's see here. Let's go a little closer here. Huh, I don't have enough hands to do this. Maybe. Yeah, I get it from there. Ain't got enough hands. Like that. Goes down like that. Okay, need to cut a piece here and sand a piece. So we need to have this about 1 inch, I suppose. That's too much. 3/4. 3/4 would be plenty. Oh boy. Well, we're up over 4,200 members. 4,253. When will I hit 5,000? Looked for me earlier today. Yeah, I was doing stuff. So we need to sand a 16th off the front. What the heck? There it is. Let me go over my disc sander and put a little angle on this. Thank you, Santa Claus. It takes forever to wind up, though. Takes a long time to spool down, too. Cut it too much angle on it. Too much angle. See, because that floor kicks at an angle, I want this glued right to the spar, and I want it glued to the floor too. So with a good bond, there it is. So you got to get the angle right. I think what I'm going to do on this one is go ahead and glue it all together and drill the hole on the airplane. However, I do need to drill a big hole first. I can't do that on the airplane. So, yep, that's a good angle there. Pencil. Just eyeball it. It's close enough. We're not building watches. I need the drill. I can only run an hour, if that, because I got my dinner coming. We might be back on later. I don't know. I know you guys just love to watch me sand and tinker. This is pretty dangerous. I wouldn't advise you do this. What's up with this? Did it bend or something? There it is. I don't like it. We're gonna move that. No good. Move it forward. We're about not far away from there. I was surprised. Yeah, I was surprised to see that Don still died. Pretty dangerous what I'm doing here. Rip it right out of my hand. Yeah, I just want to climb out of there. Yay. Ain't pretty, but it don't have to be. I'll clean it up. Just need to get that weight off of it. Well, it ain't the roundest hole I ever drilled, but nonetheless, it's a hole. Okay. So let's put the plate in it. Gotta do it. Gonna have to glue 2 times. Shit. Just to get that in there 3 times. This is a pretty slow process to do it this way, but because there's no clips or anything, that's why I wasn't really excited about doing this. But once we get by this, it'll go fast. Well, there's a million ways to do this stuff. I might look at a different air and do it a different way. Now, I have been doing it this way on these beam wing airplanes, but this is not exactly how I do it on a built-up wing. I make a plywood rib clip. Been doing a composite type rib clip where 16th inch rib or 3/32 inch rib with 64th ply on each side, and make that rib clip. Sounds like my dinner's here now. Yeah, oh maybe. Either that or she's talking to the cats. If that's my dinner, I will get this glued in and end the video and then come back and finish it up. I'd like to have this, at least this plate in tonight. So I don't have to, we'll work on tips tomorrow. Tips tomorrow. Shit, just what I didn't want to do. There we go. And I got to be the human clamp now. So I got to stand there for 5 minutes and we'll talk about the weather, I guess. I bought me some Bofeng radios. You guys ever seen them? They're cheap. I think they were $20 a piece. Ham radios. And today I bought another programming deal and I got them to work as GMS or FRS like walkie-talkies. And they put out 5 watts where a walkie-talkie puts out a half a watt. So you can talk for some distance. So I'm gonna be using those here this summer. Oh shit. Yeah, it won't be long now. It's starting to gel up, so we're in there. It'll be fine. You know, once these clips are in, this thing will go fast. The other stuff's easy to do. Wingtips, easy. Come on now, harden up so I can let it go. Kick off. Kick off. Let's go. In the old days, we just J-clip, J-bolted them right to the spar, but you couldn't take them off. If you broke one off, you were stuck. You got to take the thing apart, the wing apart. You know, couldn't change the lengths of landing gear if you guessed wrong. So I like the removable landing gear. I, I think I really need to figure out a clip that I can put towards the front of the leading edge, where it's coming out the front instead of way back here and have the longer wire. But I like the I like the block epoxy to the spar, so you got some torsion from when if you happen to do a hard landing. There it is. There it is. So I'll have to look at this, and on the next beamer that I build, I'll see if I can't put some type of cantilever thing in here. And if I had removable landing gear like those Casman Auto gear that plug and unplug that are like on a Yatsenko, it'd be impossible. I bought a set of them, and I was gonna use them on an airplane, and I got to look at it, and I go, man, they're right in the way of the leadouts. Well, most of these guys, well, it doesn't matter where you put the bell crank. Well, I don't think that way. So I sold them to Paul Walker. He used them on his airplane. Okay. Yep, that is my dinner. So what I'll do here is I'll mix this up and we'll glue this and the stream. After dinner, I'll come back and we'll finish this up. That gets glued right there. Okay. Woo, that glue's hot. That glue got hot. So we want this. This. So it goes on like that. Got a nice big surface to glue to the spar, so it ain't coming off. Now if I can get it in there without getting it on the rib. Yeah, got it in there. That's it. I'll use this to reinforce this glue joint here a little bit. Nah, that'll be fine. Don't get too much weight. You know what I think is terrible? Most of us guys our age, we think about our country like we were taught by our World War II parents. We got big problems coming. There's a division of combat guys here in this country already. And they ain't here to pick fruit. All right. Let's cut this tip while I'm at it. Now, I don't talk too much about that kind of stuff because people cry about it. But don't say I didn't warn you. I'll have to modify this tip. Of course, it has to have a block in it for the lead outs. Let me ask her if the Chinaman's been here. 30 minutes, what been on? The Chinaman been here? Oh, he'll be here soon. Let me know. Okay. So this airplane is just slightly different because the rib spacing. It's 59 inches instead of 58 inches. And I did that kind of on purpose so that the ribs would come out perfect, inch and a quarter, inch and a quarter, inch and a quarter. The other airplanes, I had to kind of crunch the ribs to get it spaced out right. But the 58-inch wingspan airplane was N30. That's what it was in the day, 58 inches. But then again, I built these things pretty loose. I mean, the last two that I built are to the plans, or the plans are to the last ones. But back in the day, I built them whatever I mean, there was 100 ways to build the damn things. Ever how many I built, that was the different models. 1, 2, 3. They were all slightly different. This is so nice. I'm glad I worked on that and got that straightened out. That is absolutely perfectly smooth. Goes from lock to lock. You're not ever going to use that much control. From spar to spar, perfectly smooth. One thing that aggravates me is I might have to do something with this tip rib. I ended up dropping a bit of CA on the top of this rib, and now it's got a wave in it. So I got to figure out how to sand this wave out of it. I tried putting some acryl green on it, but I don't think it's going to do very good. What happened to my... What happened? As soon as this is dry, yeah, almost dry, we'll drill a hole. We'll drill the holes for the bolts and stuff. And get the plywood blockers on it. This is pretty light though. I mean, we used the lightest shit I had. There we go. We used the lightest stuff I had. But with this one going to have a canopy, wheel pants, and all that other, it's going to have these turn out. We might not make under 50 ounces, It's going to be, it is what it is. To be the coolest, so I got to do it right. All right, how am I going to get that out? It don't look like it, but you sure can feel that bump right there, that CA bump. If I can see it, I'll be damn sure to can feel it. I'll be damn sure to. It'll damn sure show up when you paint it. That's like the chime in there. Oh, that's it. There we go. A little dope on it. It went away. Okay, good. Yeah, it'll work. Now, on the other airplanes, I didn't round all these ribs. Hey, Terry. Yeah, these get plates on it all the way around. A half-inch plate all the way around, and then ribs get set in it. Now, Billy, when he builds beam wing airplanes, he just puts a half-inch rib on it. No ribs, just a half-inch tip, half-inch perimeter all the way around, rounds it over and covers it. That's it. We can't have that. The next hard engineering piece is going to be the lead-out guide on that. It's not hard, it's just pain in the ass. So let's drill us a hole. The hole goes right there. Right there, hopefully. See how close it is there. It's that far away. So it gets moved over the outside. Perfect. So we need to ogle that out a little bit. Ain't quite dry yet. The glue ain't quite dry yet. We can't do that yet. I can't do that. The glue ain't quite dry. She ain't cured up. So, what am I gonna do? Put this on. I hear somebody downstairs. I think probably I should let that dry for an hour or so before I ogle that out. I mean, I don't like drilling them big because then the landing gear loose. But they only need, what the hell happened to my little ruler? They only need a little bit on there. Needs to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 11/64. We want that tight. 11/64. So we'll cut it 3/8 and sand it 11/64. Who'd have thought that math would have come out handy when I was in high school? Okay, cut that up. See, you hear the thing spooling up? It takes a while. I could make this less, but I really don't want to. I like to make it right. Yeah, not quite. Good. A little loose. A little loose. Get it. So I need another piece. Need another piece. 3/4. Yep. 3/4, which is this measurement right here. So we need to straighten this out. Let's see, is that 3/4? Yep. Probably what I used. Probably what I used right there. can't put this in until I can ogle that out so I can get it up tight against the wire. Should be right. Then it's 1 1/8, I believe. Yeah, 1 1/8. Right. Yep. So that needs to be. We can get all the pieces cut anyway. 1 1/8. We'll get the pieces cut anyway. 1 1/8. This is 1 5/8. 1 1/8, 1 5/8, 3/16. This is big enough. This is big enough. Hell, I don't even have to measure it. I just put it on there and cut it. Why make it difficult? Well, I don't. Let's just cut this and sand it. I wonder if it's dry enough for me to ogle that hole yet. Got epoxy on the drill. Almost. There it is. Uh-huh. Good thing I did that because it ain't right. You just sand a little more off of this. Just sand a smidge off of this. I normally make these things outside the airplane. Kind of had to do it this way. Bend that wire. Bend over some more. I won't reuse these landing gear, so it doesn't much matter. Just put a little more bend on it. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna be a pain in the ass like that. We'll do it like this then. Yep. Okay. Good. Maybe too far. Maybe too far. Yeah, too far. Shit. Maybe. There it is. Okay. See this? Used to go that. We're gonna mix up some more epoxy. Glue them things on. A couple of holes and a couple of blind nuts. Looks like we're going to get our complete hour in. So basically, hopefully you guys can see what I've done there. I've made something to hold the gear. That hole is tight to keep it from rocking back and forth. Yeah, I can get it out of there, I guess. We'll get it out of there. I glue this down. Okay, mix up some more epoxy. You know, I once built an airplane recently, within the last 25 years. No, 30 years. I built a Allen Brickhouse Legacy. Everything was CA. Glued the motor mounts in with CA, glued the bell, everything was CA. No epoxy anywhere. The doublers were CA. And it worked. I mean, I didn't think it was a very good design, so I didn't build another one. Kind of a lumber wagon. It's along the Jim Greenaway train of thought, you know, the pattern master. Now you got to give it to Wendy and you got to give it to Big Jim. They built an airplane. It was built to last. It was built like a tank. Half by half motor mounts, former every 1 inch, plywood, doublers. They were built to last, that's for sure. Same with that Legacy. I think just too much wood. Too much bad wood, too. That kit was, whew. You bitch. Where'd that other part go? Is that it? Yes. Hmm. Take a little bit of glue off the leading edge of this. Glue the wire on. Okay. There it is. Now, normally when I build these platforms, I glue a piece of 1/8" wire to the plate with CA. Then I build these things around it. Like right there, it slid, so I'm gonna have to hold this until it dries. I glue these plates around that glued in wire, then I break out the wire. Well, because these are built into the airplane, I mean, I did the other one. It took 3 or 4 hours to do that other landing gear, so, and I knew this side would go faster because I didn't have the landing gear in the way, or the bell crank lead outs. Hopefully this will dry quick so I can get off here. Now it's a matter of drill the holes for the bolts and box around it and put the ribs in, and we're done. It's sanded off, then build the plywood door, or the covers for it. So I think we're going to end it at the hour. I'll go eat dinner. May or may not come back. I didn't know whether we'd make it an hour because it's here now. I heard him. We have Chinese once a week. Idom niya boshim ni kainakiwa. Nehoma. I walked into this place where we go. The girl's name is Snow. And I asked her, "You have puppy?" He said, "What puppy for?" "Puppy eat. Chow mein." "We no eat puppy." "Yeah." "How much puppies weigh?" You think about it. People over there eat dogs. Chow dog. They eat it. What else they got to eat, And you think, well, that's gross, but they don't have pets. It's kind of like you eat cow. The cow ain't your pet. Unless you're AOC and don't think that cows grow on farms. just go to the supermarket and buy a hamburger. But just go to the supermarket and get the hamburger. Yeah, okay. That girl's a brick short of a load, that's for sure. Come on. These guys don't want to hear my inane comments, so let's dry. Hurry up. Turned out pretty good. I mean, I knew it was going to be a battle to get this in here, but get the landing gear out now. Clean out of the epoxy in the groove. Dust is good. Keep that glue off of there. Make a hard spot on it. Damn. Yeah, hopefully I get it off. Okay, I'm coming right down. I just heard my dinner is here and ready to go, so I gotta go. I may be back later on this evening. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Keep sanding.